I definitely do have a contraption. You know, one of the greatest joys that I've found in the last half of my guiding career is to actually take note of everybody's knowledge around you, you know, and there's just so much to share. While I've been practicing my trapping techniques over the last couple of weeks, Herbert has been telling me, Stefan, I've got a trap for birds that I can show you. We used to use it when I was a young man. And Herbie used to collect himself lunch with this particular contraption, and he's very kindly decided to share this information with us and decided to share his trap design. And he's made everything, literally everything, in the last 15 minutes just using natural bark fibers and sticks while we were talking about the termite mound a little bit earlier. And this is what he's made. It's a bird trap. And just have a look at that. Very sophisticated, and I'm going to go through it with you now. So it comprises of bark fiber rope. This is made from bark fiber, literally this. That's what Herbie peeled to make some cordage. So he just splits it like this. And then you twist it together. I have showed this before, but I won't do it now. I want to show you what's going on. That's just what he made the rope out of. He then created two uprights, this stick here, and tied it with some bark, and this stick here, and tied it with some bark, and with a loose stick in the middle. Now this basically becomes the perch. So what we're doing is we're creating a place, a pristine place for a bird to come and sit. We then camouflaged it. So what you want to do is you want to have the birds come and sit inside the loop. And then we've got a trigger system. And now you can set the trigger. Now basically, the weight of the bird pushes this stick down, which releases the trigger, which then snaps this bent branch over and catches the bird. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to catch my hand for you. My fingers are the bird, lands on the stick, and obviously missed there, but got to get myself some practice over there. So to reset it, pretty easy. We take it out through here, underneath, take our trigger, take our perch stick, set the trap. There you go. And then we put the trap over the branch. There. We camouflage it. Oh, my camouflage has disappeared. It was shot into space. But you'd camouflage it. So basically some camouflage. Bird lands on the stick, bang, and gets caught in this trap. Isn't that just amazing? That's just some very, very, very easy ways of catching a bird for lunch, and something that Herbie has been using for the last 30 years out here in the bush. I've never ever seen this trap design before. I've never seen it illustrated in a book. It's not knowledge that you're likely to encounter wherever you are. In all likelihood, this is a trap method that was shown to Herbert by his father or by one of his friends. And who knows how many thousands of years little boys have been playing with toys like this. These are the types of toys that get me going, I tell you. So let's just set that again. And the level of sophistication here is incredible. The cordage, the fact that you're creating this pristine perch for a bird. You've got a trigger mechanism that this trigger can be set very light or very heavy, depending on how high up the stick you want it to be placed. This particular bark fiber is easily strong enough to catch anything up to the size of a goose, even bigger. And then the fact that you so that you can force birds to land where you want them to land. So you'd place a bit of fruit here to entice the birds to land on your particular stick. And then you'd stop them with a bit of camouflage from just landing wherever they want. Ooh, I almost set it off there. I just find that incredible. Bird comes along, bam, whips up, catches him in the noose, and lunch is done. And I mean, like I said, this cordage is super strong. I mean, I'm pretty much exerting all the force that I can on the skinniest part of that trap. This is just easy enough to hold anything. Now, of course, we just use these for demonstration purposes, so I just want to, reiterate the fact that these trapping methods that we're showing are a way to share knowledge, and it's a way to bridge gaps and bridge divides. I come from a very academic background, Herbie comes from a very practical background, and we're just sort of sharing our knowledge here with you, just interesting ways that people used to look after themselves. Of course, nowadays, we don't need to trap animals to feed ourselves. We've got all the resources that we need around camp to get food brought to us, and so these trapping methods are literally just for interest's sake. We will completely dismantle this trap when we're finished so that it has absolutely no way of catching anything. So just to reassure you there that this is literally just for interest's sake and a way to bridge that gap that we have out here, this divide gap, and to share knowledge, What you want to do out here is, as much as what you can, you want to share knowledge. I'm just learning this trap, learning how it works, the mechanisms in it. I think if I were to modify it slightly, it would be to, although I don't know how you do that, it would be to probably come up with a more effective noose. But to be quite honest, I think it was the way that I was setting it. So there, I'm going to modify it slightly by making the loop a little bit longer, without this in the way, and let's see if that is more effective at catching me. There we go. Yes, so that was much more effective, the way that I set that loop there. So let's set that again. Oh man, this is like a kid getting a new Lego set. So let's just get that. So what I want to do is I want to try and make the noose part more efficient. There we go. So I've got it, just been playing with it now. Probably find Herbie's looking over our shoulder going, yes, I knew that all along. If you just asked me, I would have told you. So there's the trigger again. Just so super simple. Just have a look at that. Oh, awesome. Anyway, let me set this. I want to set the trap one last time. I'm not going to put it over. I'm going to set it, and then we're going to leave you with a picture. For those of you who are interested in this sort of thing, grab a screen grab. That there is a very, very effective bird trap. Learned from Herbert. Shangaan Bird Catching 101. Can't get better. All right, and with that, we're going to send you back over to Brent, who's got an update on his tracking for you.